Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be talking about something a little bit different. Today we are going to be talking about Avatar 3. I've actually watched like 2 Avatars, Avatar 1 and Avatar 3. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with Avatar 2, but I haven't really fully watched it yet. But I think too many spoilers, right? So I couldn't really watch it, but I'm gonna be talking about Avatar 3 because it's definitely the most special in my heart because it's the one that influenced me to watch the second and the first one. And what's even more special about it was we watched it on my mother's birthday. And honestly, I really feel like the whole entire Avatar thingy, it was great. It was immaculate. The imagination was really like, you gotta be there. You gotta like have a good imagination to really look at the perfect angle. And it's crazy how the fact that like you could really understand it because I like the plot that Spider actually helped Quaritch, even though Quaritch was supposed to be dead. But because Spider thought that Quaritch was Jake, he like helped him. But I don't think he should help him. But just because he was his father, he helped him. I think he's adopted, no? But I also wanted to talk about my perspective of the Avatar 3. And if I had to choose between Avatar 1 and Avatar 3, I definitely choose Avatar 1 for the movie because for the movie it was eye-opening. It was genuinely great to see how Jake could adapt, and it's crazy how he did betray his species, but I would too, honestly, because my species, human species, are like, they're kind of crazy. But if we're talking about what's more special in my heart and not about what's more genuinely eye-opening, what's more special in my heart is Avatar the Third, because that's what genuinely opened me to like watch Avatar the Third. I actually rewatched it 2 times because one was I watched it with my family, and oh my god, guys, we watched it until like 11 o'clock and something because the film was 3 hours, right? And let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something, guys. I genuinely love that movie because I was with my family. And also, let's just talk about the fact that I had Pocky. Pocky was like that little snack thing, the strawberry thing, and I was like, oh my god, Mom, I want that. And my mom was like, 1 Pocky, please. And I was just like, yay. And then the next few minutes, and then my dad was like, hey, can I have some? Oh yeah, sure. And then when he opened it, there was nothing in there. I pranked him, right? And honestly, I feel like the movie felt more real because, oh my gosh, guys, I genuinely cried over Neteyam's death. Neteyam, he held a special place in my heart too because he was the golden child. Like, can you guys imagine Neteyam's responsibilities? I mean, he has to keep his family's expectations on his shoulders, and each time his brother Loak gets in trouble, he's the one who takes the blame for it. That's crazy. And I'm honestly very angered by the fact that when that scene where Jake blamed Loak for the reason of Neteyam dying. But honestly, the fact that people are hating on Spider because of his death, because he saved Quaritch and he's made Neteyam die, I think Spider is a pretty good character. I mean, I'm pretty neutral with it. But if you guys ask from my perspective, my genuine opinion, I don't think Neteyam would want us hating on Spider. But then again, I want to hate Spider. Like, I want to hate on him, but I just like, never mind. I mean, they're like their childhood friend. Of course they would save him. But oh oh my god, I love the scene where Neytiri was like, a son for a son. Because that was when Nethea died, right? And Quaritch was with Spider. And Quaritch grabbed Kiri by the neck. And then Neytiri was like, son for a son. And she grabbed Spider. Like, oh my god. Let's talk about Neytiri's rage. I've seen a couple of TikTok videos talking about how Seze, I think that's how you pronounce her Ikran in the first movie. That's her Ikran in the first movie, right? Her second Ikran, Sata. And can I tell you guys, they said that Seze was her peace and her love, and Sata was her rage and dedication. And that line is so true. Can you imagine the fact that she went to a base camp full of people and she went like bam, 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 bam. Oh my gosh. And I love the fact that Jake was like, I know you'd never give up your bow, so I made your arrows so that your arrows could have bombs in it. And I was just like, yes, I love Jake Sully. He's supportive of his wife, and he's constantly trying to make the best for his family. And I don't get why they're hating Jake, because Jake's way of trying to cope with grief is to keep himself busy. And I know he was still grieving, and every person has different ways of coping with grief. And also, I think that I genuinely think that Kiri was the coolest bad bitch in the Avatar and the movie. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to curse. I was just so excited. But like, Kiri was like, get away from my mother. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, you heard that, Varong. Get away from Neytiri. Oh my god. I love the scene where Jake and Neytiri started looking for their daughters, and Kiri said, they're looking for you, or they're capturing you, something between those lines. And then I love the fact that there's a theory. I don't think it's theory. I think it's genuinely canon that Quaritch is afraid of Neytiri, because Neytiri in the first movie, she was the one who killed Quaritch. In the second movie, she was the one who almost killed his son. And in the second movie, when Quaritch came to the forest, Neytiri said that, Demon, I will kill you as many times as I have to. And once, since like Neytiri has an iconic feather on her arrow, I love the fact that whenever Quaritch saw that arrow, he was like, his face always changes to like I genuinely see a mask of fear and of dedication at the same time. I like that. I like the fact that Stephen Lang, the actor, genuinely kept around the fact that Quaritch was still feared Neytiri. Because I love the fact that there's this fan theory where Quaritch is genuinely afraid of Neytiri. Each time Neytiri throws her arrow, and he sees that damn feather, he's out of there. But basically, I also wanted to go much into the fact that our family really enjoyed Avatar. I love the fact that we all spent time, and what's even more important is that it was on our mother's birthday. And even though we genuinely spent my mother's birthday in a great way, I love my mom, and I'm also so happy that like our entire family got to experience first time watching Avatar, and we genuinely all enjoyed it. But basically, that is all from me, because I couldn't really talk much about it. But honestly, in my genuine approval, Avatar from 2009, 2003, and 2005 I love James Cameron. I love his way of producing all of this. I love his way of imagining that there's this whole another different universe, Pandora, and they made an avatar and they made a duplicate and everything. And Jake's way of adapting and stuff. And he was honestly, I love everything about Avatar. Genuinely, I love its creativity. I love its amazing universe. I love the fact that they was the concept of humans being greedy and wanting to get money and like Pandora and stuff. I love the fact that in the first one, there's this one doctor that genuinely created the avatar thing. He was like, you know, this isn't over. But anyways, that is it for all of you guys. I hope you guys liked my own perspective. I'm sorry if it's kind of exaggerated or overloaded. I'm just very happy and I love Avatar. But that is all from me. I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Stay curious. Bye bye.